This is a 14-volume set of works by Captain Frederick Marryat of the Royal Navy. Captain Marryat joined the Navy when he was only 14 years old and fought served during the Napoleonic Wars in the early 1800s. And he was quite distinguished, became a captain by the time he was 25 years old. And once he retired, he started writing novels loosely based on his experiences, but almost all of them have to do with the Navy or seafaring. And he was very popular, partly because he was one of the first to start writing nautical fiction or seafaring fiction, which obviously became very popular. He was influential to many of the early authors that we might associate with nautical fiction, and kind of establish some of the things that we associate today with nautical fiction, like the describing the hierarchy of the ship and the naval terms or the sailing terms that they used. And if you read some of these books, he was a very good writer. So here's one of them. These were all bound in blue cloth. The spines have quite a bit of wear on some of them, with some chipping. And the top end pages have some wear and fading. Some of them appear more red than others. All of them have this nameplate in the front, and some foxing on some of the pages. Let's see. Here's the title page. They all have really good illustrations, and you see this one doesn't mention. There's several. Let's look at some others here. Here's another one. You can see that not quite as much chipping on this volume. Again, the nameplate. This one has the tissue. This is Poor Jack. This one's called a new edition. So I assume that it was reset, and perhaps even some new illustrations were commissioned. This one was printed in London. I think they were all printed in London. They all pretty much say that. But they each have a plate for the book from the bookseller, which reads Henry Miller, bookseller and binder, 82 Nassau Street, New York, so in Manhattan. They were all apparently bought together, even though it looks like they were printed separately, perhaps. But to the same part of the same Captain Marryat edition is what some of them read. So these are all in similar condition, more chips on some than others. Still very readable, actually. And some of them have notes, have a list of all of the volumes in this edition. This is not a complete set. Captain Marryat was very prolific. I wanted to show you this one that has some more damage than the others. The spine is almost all chipped away, and the back cover has come loose. Otherwise, it has a little more foxing than the others. Some of them are actually quite good. So yeah, he was also Captain Marryat was also one of the first to begin writing specifically for children as his audience. So here's what I was looking for. This is a list of of the books in this Captain Marryat's edition or collection. What do they say? Captain Marryat edition. And this list is not consistent throughout. In some of the other books, the list is shorter, or there is no list at all. So it's published by George Routledge and Sons, and one or two of these have a date of 1873. So I'm assuming that all of them were either published in 1873 or very close to it, because they were all sold at the same time. They all look the same. I haven't really seen other pictures of other editions or other sets that are from this exact edition, but there are several other. There's a lot of different similar editions out there. Jacob Faithful. I think this is the one of his better known novels. Has some foxing again. But really very entertaining writing style, and a great addition to your collection if you're at all interested in seafaring novels or nautical novels, and also for the influence that Captain Marryat had on children's literature, early children's literature.